Assalamualaikum. So today I with Suliana will presenting about the development of smart textile for protective clothing against pesticide. Before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Asmaul Husna binti Samsudin. Nama matrix 10DMT 21F1014.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Suliana binti Omar and my number matric is 10DMT 21F1018. I will explain about the definition of protective clothing against pesticide. But first, let me explain about what is pesticides. Pesticides is a chemical substance used to kill harmful insects, small animals, wild plants, and other unwanted organisms. Protective clothing against pesticide refers to specialized garments and accessories designed to shield individuals from potential exposure to pesticides. It includes items like coverall, goggles, gloves, and respirator to provide a physical barrier and minimize contact with harmful chemicals. Pesticide can pose hazard to humans. Hazard depends on the product's toxicity and the length of exposure. The severity of pesticide poisoning depends on the pesticide chemical makeup and formulation. It spread into the body, the amount that enters the body, and the length of exposure. So next, the application of smart textile in protective clothing against pesticides. Smart textile can have various applications in protective clothing against pesticide. Here are some examples. First, we have chemical detection. Smart textile can be designed with embedded sensor or coatings that can detect the presence of pesticide in the environment. When the pesticides are detected, the clothing can alert the wearer, providing an early warning system to take necessary precautions. Next, we have temperature regulation. Pesticide application often occurs in hot and humid conditions. Smart textile with moisture wicking and cooling properties can help regulate the wearer's body temperature and provide comfort during long hours of pesticide exposure. The third point is communication. Smart textile can integrate communication device to connect wearers with supervisor or emergency service in case of pesticide exposure or accidents. Next, we have respiratory protection. Pesticide can be inhaled, leading to respiratory issue. Smart textile could incorporate filtration system that can actively filter out pesticide particles from the air, providing better respiratory protection. For the next point, we have alert system. Some smart textile can include alert system that monitor the wearer's vital signs. In the event of pesticide exposure, changes in vital signs can trigger alarms, ensuring timely medical attention. The last point is decontamination assistant. Some smart textile might help self-decontaminating properties, helping to remove or neutralize pesticide residue to reduce the risk of ongoing exposure. Next, the important properties of textile material used in protective clothing against pesticides. The selection of textile materials for protective clothing against pesticide require careful consideration of several important properties to ensure the safety and effectiveness of the clothing. First point is chemical resistant. The textile material should be highly resistant to the specific pesticide it will be exposed to. It should not allow pesticide to permeate or penetrate through the fabric. Next, flexibility and comfort. The material should be flexible enough to allow freedom of movement for the wearer. It should also be comfortable to wear for extended periods. Third, breathability. Despite being a barrier, the textile should allow for some degree of breathability to prevent heat stress and discomfort for the wearer during the extended use in warm conditions. Other than breathability, we also have durability. Protective clothing needs to withstand wear and tear in the field, including exposure to various environmental factors. The textile material should be durable and long-lasting. Other than that, we have protection against UV radiation. Pesticide application often occurs outdoors, So the textile material should offer protection against harmful UV radiation from the sun. Next, we also have barrier properties. The material should act as a barrier to prevent contact with pesticides. This involves a combination of tight weave or construction and appropriate coatings or laminates to ensure no penetration. Lastly, we have weight. The material should not be overly heavy, as heavy clothing can lead to fatigue and reduce wearer compliance.
Jadi saya will explain about the concept of smart textile in protective clothing against pesticide. There are many, but I will explain four. First is sensor integration. Smart textile for pesticide protection can incorporate various type of sensor. Antaranya ialah the sensor can detect pesticide exposure, temperature, humidity and other environmental factor. Number 2 is protective layer. Smart textile can have additional protective layer to prevent pesticide penetration. This layer can be made of material designed to prevent being contact with skin. Number 3 is comfort and wearability. So smart textile should be comfort and ergonomic, allowing the worker for ease of movement and breathability. Number 4 is training and user education. User of smart textile protective clothing should receive appropriate training on how to use and maintain the garments. For this slide, I will explain about the development of smart textile in protective clothing against pesticide. Jadi seperti yang kita tahu, the primary route of exposure to pesticide is contact to skin. Ia terjadi apabila kita mixing, loading, applying toxic untuk membunuh pesticide dan juga other activities on the farm. Walaupun sektor nasional dan juga antarabangsa telah cuba untuk mengurangkan pendedahan terhadap racun perosak ini dengan mengadakan peraturan dan juga perundangan, ia tetap sukar. Kes still ada banyak. Jadi, the use of appropriate personal protective equipment in all activities related to handling pesticide is a step to reduce skin exposure. Ada juga kajian the development of woven fabric coated with certain chemical including polyurethane, rubber, teflon dan juga fluorocarbon confirm better thermal comfort. Seterusnya, ini adalah contoh-contoh personal protective clothing made of non-woven synthetic material which are coated in certain chemical to make it has the highest level of protection. Yang pertama adalah T-Vac, had a protective effect higher than 97%, dan yang kedua ada 98.7%. Walau bagaimanapun, this PPC clothing agak mahal dan juga ada penggangguan pertukaran haba di mana ia menjadikan pemakai protective clothing ini tidak selesa. Next is a development of PPC clothing using cotton which was coated with gum rosin. The study by Monash Naksata, Department of Physics and Material Science at Thailand, also reported on the efficiency of a novel cotton fabric coated with gum rosin to provide water repellency. Jadi ini merupakan pembaharuan kepada PPC clothing menggunakan cotton yang di-coated with gum rosin. Jadi seperti yang kita tahu, a cotton fabric is a numerous pores in a woven structure. Selain itu, it can absorb large amount of liquid, termasuk peluh, yang akan menjadikan pemakai itu selesa. Seterusnya, what is gum rosin? Gum rosin is a natural rosin yang di-extract from pine tree. Ia biasa digunakan secara mentah-mentah dalam pembuatan seperti sabun, varnish kayu, pelekat dan sebagainya. Jadi, the cotton which was coated with gum rosin show a water resistance for longer than 24 hours. Kajian ini juga telah ditumpukan kepada racun serangga yang paling banyak digunakan di dalam pertanian di seluruh dunia. Ia telah jadi with the gum rosin coated clothing ni can protect against pesticide and make wearers comfortable. So lastly, conclusion. The development of smart textile for protective clothing against pesticide has a profound impact on the safety and well-being of individuals working in pesticide environment. Continued research and development are vital to unlocking the full potential of this intelligent textile and ensuring a safer future for all. Embrace the power of smart textile technology to safeguard against the danger of pesticide exposure.
So that's all for our presentation, which is the development of smart textile for protective clothing against pesticides. Thank you.